What do I love about Athy?
It is bringing people back to the town.
Let's transform it. Let's give it a new life.
I'm here in Athy because I want to see what a brand new museum dedicated to this man can do for this town. The museum's a €7.5 million investment, but the hope is that it unlocks tourism really in the whole town.
I love it. I'm so proud of it.
It's just a good feel little town that I love.
Athy is no longer a pass-through town.
It's a challenge, but it is good fun.
The last time I visited Athy's town hall, it felt fusty. It was kind of small in every respect. But the new Shackleton Experience is funded by the Rural Regeneration and Development Fund, and it totally flips that script.
A building like this, which has been here for 300 years, has been redeveloped. It's like reborn. There's so much now to offer. It's got a whole new lease of life, and trust me, it has had many lives.
Kildare County Council took the bull by the horns about 4 or 5 years ago and decided this building was an important part of the town's heritage, a focal point for activity. Let's transform it.
It's hard for people to imagine today what those guys went through. I mean, in terms of travel now, if you want to travel somewhere, you just stick it into Google Maps. Whereas these guys were navigating with sextants, chronometers. So the fact that these guys were able to get this bang on in 30, 40 foot swells and waves, hardly any sunlight to navigate, it's incredible. So I think it's difficult for people to imagine now just how hard it would have been for them to make that journey.
And nor is Shackleton the only Ernest in the building.
What is Ernie's? Ernie's is my first cafe in my hometown of Athy. Everything is all about traditional Irish food, traditional Irish producers, but then with a twist. So like we have a traditional Barry's tea brack, but then we have the explorer version of it here, and it's all flavoured with like crystallized ginger and star anise, so all these spices that explorers would have discovered a long time ago. I'm have come home to do something. It is bringing people back to the town.
So what I'm interested in is how tourism doesn't just attract visitors for an hour to a museum like this, but how it actually ripples outwards into towns and into communities and makes them more livable places, I suppose.
A museum like this and what it brings to a town like Athy, a sense of pride. We have a community here who love their town. It's a beautiful old heritage town with so much history and a very rich story to tell.
For me, even as a kid growing up, at 15 years of age, 16 years of age, when most kids in the country just wanted to get out of their hometown, I knew I was never going to leave Athy. We've the Grand Canal, we've fantastic walks, we've the new Blue Way opening up, like a lot of the medieval towns in Ireland, steeped in history. So we bring people around and we introduce them and give them a foundation of what built Athy.
So the museum has really been stepped up here, but like other big investments in small places, I'm thinking of like the Seamus Heaney home place in Balahi, for example, or the Balenciaga Museum in Spain's Basque Country. The hope is that it doesn't just attract specialist interests, but a much broader kind of tourism. My tip, come on Thursday for the trad.
So we're in Clancy's Bar in Athy. I'm Emma O'Brien and I am the co-owner of the pub. It was 1903, I wasn't around then now. So now we're into the music room. So in April we will be 60 years old, the music session. We're on the trail to the train station, which is very handy. We have a lot of people coming off the train, coming down to see the Shackleton, having a coffee, stopping in for a pint. For us it's been brilliant.
And for something completely different, this is a library in the former Dominican church.
That's actually probably the biggest shock for a town. It is the old Dominican church. When I say old, built in the 1960s, the most amazing architecture, and it is now houses like a state-of-the-art library. It is well worth even just visiting the library.
Now, it's not all picture postcard views and perfect pubs. Walking around Athy, I do see the odd spot of dereliction and grubbiness, ups and downs like in many towns. But here's a new chapter, a focal point to spur it on, I suppose. And local businesses did say to me that they see a way through it to join up destination dots.
So 21 years ago when we opened, I suppose Athy was in a different place with regard to tourism, and we've seen a huge amount of changes since then. Well, I suppose Athy is no longer a pass-through town. It's a town where you're going to stay, spend a bit of time. You know, we've clustered, we work together, we collaborate. From a tourism point of view, there's an awful lot more to offer.
Why would a person like Shackleton draw people to Athy today?
Having a restaurant that's open to the public, we can gauge a massive amount of interest in the story, but specifically people who might come and stay here from overseas. Shackleton is surprisingly, or maybe unsurprisingly, famous around the world. Less so about the fact that he was attempting to get to the South Pole, but more about the fact that he managed to save all his crew and keep them alive for 2 years. We get so many people calling or emailing or asking about the connection.
Resilience, all of those things that make a good leader. Shackleton had it in spade loads, so I suppose there's an awful lot of corporate people looking to do something that will drive their team forward, and we're better to do it.
I think he's got a very broad appeal. The story speaks to me on different levels. Those who like an adventure story about the heroism of this boat journey from South George to Elephant Island, those who are interested in environmental matters, those who are interested in his heritage in Ireland through the Shackleton family Bally tour. So I think there's many elements to a story. This is the actual room he died in 1922.
It's a genuine goosebump moment. And interestingly, the cabin went on an adventure all of its own. It lay for decades, believe it or not, as a makeshift garden shed in Norway before it was authenticated and restored and brought back here to Athy. I like that Shackleton's complexity isn't being glossed over here either. Sure, he was a great leader, but there were also business failures. He never actually got to the South Pole, and he had affairs. He was dead by 47. He left his wife with huge debt.
The multiple aspects to his personality. He was an extraordinary man-manager, an extraordinary leader, not so great a husband or father possibly sometimes as well. He struggled in business, but he excelled in the kind of extreme environments of the Antarctic.
But anyway, back to the fun stuff. Kilkee is where Shackleton was born. It's just a short drive away from Athy, and Kilkee Castle there has a novel connection all of its own.
So we are here in Shackleton's Quest, one of our escape rooms here at Kilkee Castle. This is to replicate the deck of the Endurance, where the ship got stuck in the ice and they were there for a year and a half. Yeah, South Georgia, but they did escape. So we've created this as the deck. We've lots of fun elements in here, lots of puzzles here, things to solve, things in drawers. We're selling the story. It's all about collaboration. It's all about joining the dots up for the guest and giving them that added experience. It's a challenge, but it is good fun.
So summer is coming, there's a new Blueway on the way for the Barrow, and this shiny new visitor experience is up and running. It means potential, I guess. It means a chance to adventure on.
It means that Athy is spoken of in a different light. It is a place that you have to visit.
And I think, Paul, they're wanted so much. The people of Athy really, they want to be discovered, and they want the area to be discovered, so they're going to pull out all stops to make sure that a stay in Athy is a stay with a difference.